Hi, and welcome to Three Questions With. Got my buddy David Virden with us from Virden Benefits. Hello, David. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Kevin, thank you very much for having me.
So let's start with a random question. Why is today an important day to you?
It's quite simple. Yesterday was the 14th year anniversary of my father's passing due to a terminal disease called ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, and tomorrow would be his 73rd birthday. So this time of year in August, end of August, is very meaningful for me. I have built the why of my business, Virden Benefits, on my father's experience. I watched how, upon diagnosis, and when he could not work anymore, the disability from his employer kicked in, and disability insurance kicked in and kept a paycheck going, helping he and my mother. I watched after he passed, the life insurance pay off and help my mom because he had the foresight to put life insurance in place. So I'm really proud to offer those products and many more that help people when they get an injury or an illness, and the cost effects that can have. I have products that help them protect their finances. So I'm really proud of that.
Now, it was nice that he had the foresight to do all of that because obviously it made a huge difference for your family. Let's talk a little bit about disability insurance. Can you tell me a little
Yes.
bit about how it helps people? Because there's times when we just don't know enough about it, and it's easy to be like, oh, geez, I'm good or whatever. But in a situation like that, it really made a huge difference in your family's life.
Absolutely. I mean, let's just break it down to the most simple terms. Disability is your paycheck insurance. It's your insurance against the, God forbid, injury or illness that knocks you out of your ability to go in and do your job and earn that paycheck. So it's your paycheck insurance. We insure our cars and our homes and our apartments and our boats and our jet skis. Insure the paycheck that actually affords it all for you. And a lot of people have a misconception about it. It's going to be too expensive. I've heard of cases where friends, it wouldn't pay. The bottom line is I recommend a complimentary consultation with me just to learn what is out there for you, what can protect the paycheck. If we, right now, costs are going up. They just are. I'm not going to have any commentary on the reasons why, but costs are going up. Paychecks don't go nearly as far as they used to. Insure the paycheck so that you have the income, that keeps coming to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, pay the groceries. That's the value, the very practical value of disability insurance.
So, David, is disability insurance available to sole entrepreneurs? I think sometimes we think about it, we think, oh, it's large companies that offer that.
That is a misconception out there, is that, oh, I need to work for a really large company to get access to disability. And the truth is, I think I will say with all honesty that disability has evolved over the years to be able to help the small business, the 5-person business, the solopreneur. There are short-term disability options, long-term disability options certainly as well. I'll go into the quick difference between those in a second, but there are options for that solopreneur, for the individual who is not a business entity, may have not set up the LLC, may not have set up the S Corp. There are options for that person as well. I always say the onesies and twosies, the solopreneur, the business owner with one employee, they deserve paycheck protection just like the bigger companies do, and those options do exist. Now, very quickly, short-term disability versus long-term disability. Short-term disability usually is the most common I sell is a 3-6 month coverage to be able to deal with the car accident, the falling off the ladder, from which most people normally recover. They say 1 in 4 of Americans are going to need some sort of disability coverage at some time in their life. And it could be because stuff happens, the universe throws us curveballs. And so the short-term disability is meant to cover that shorter term need. Long-term disability, the most common, comes with what's called a 90-day elimination period. So it's not going to kick in until the 91st day and can take you, it could be a 2-year long-term, 5-year, it could take you to age 65. That's for the curveball that knocks us out of not working for a long time. And those things can happen. We don't wish upon anyone, but they can. And the coverage is out there, exists, and can help you prepare for whatever might come your way.
So, David, to me, it makes sense for people just to sit down with you and talk about it. because I agree with what you said. When we talk about disability insurance, it's easy for people to say, oh, it's too expensive, David. I can't get it. Well, did you ask?
Absolutely.
Did
Yeah.
you sit down and find out what the number is? Because sometimes we just make assumptions. Oh, David,
Right.
it's way outside my price range. It makes sense
Yeah.
to talk about it so you can make an educated decision, right?
It's so true. I mean, I'm teaching my kids, don't ever assume. Don't ever assume. They say you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. There's an old expression. I, as a benefits consultant, I offer complimentary consultations to anybody who wants to reserve a time with me. I have a very, very real and honest mantra that I will help find a solution for you, even if that solution is not me. Sometimes I'll realize with your given situation that one of my colleagues with a slightly different offering is a better solution for you, and that's real. I will refer you to the person that can help you best. But bottom line, a complimentary consultation is exactly that. It's not going to cost you anything. And why not learn about what could be available to you?
Makes sense. David, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can I learn more?
Yep. If my screen is coming through all right, you'll see a phone number there, 617-233-9937. And if you got really good eyes, you'll see an email address there too, which is david@virdenbenefitsllc.com. Happy to talk to anybody, let you know what is available.
David, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to call out to the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you, Kevin.